Where's the noise coming from? It's right here. What's up, bitches and hoes?
What's poppin'?
We're back. Quasar Qult
Quasar Qult podcast.
Podcast number 11. Up in your mother effing face.
Yes, we're starting off the podcast. Start.
It's your boy Jaron Ikner here with Voodooeyes. We are the Quasar Qult, and we are here to talk to you about entertainment and news in the best way possible. What is the Quasar Qult? Well, the Quasar Qult is probably the dopest thing you ever heard of. You just don't know it yet, and that's why we're here, because it's an education process you have to go through. What we're smoking on right now is some Yam Yams, our sponsor, probably the number one cannabis boutique service in the world. You just don't know it yet. So we're here to tell you. You see a pattern here? There's a pattern here. They provide our smoke for today's episode. What's this called? Cheetah Piss?
Cheetah Piss.
Cheetah Piss. So we're smoking on that. That's probably the name of the episode. Maybe. We don't know. But
Probably.
that's what we're smoking on. We also got some assorted cheese and crackers that we'll be munching on throughout. Don't even worry about where that came from. Just know that it's there. Okay.
Yep.
So
Yam Yams.
a lot of shit that we're trying to get back on the somewhat weekly basis. So there's less news. Because last episode we tried to cram in all the news because we missed like 3 weeks. But there's less news. But there's some big news.
Big news. We can talk about a bunch of stuff.
There's the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation. If you fucking haven't heard by now, Johnny Depp won the defamation case against.
Did he though?
He was awarded more money than Amber, but they both took a L.
Yeah, it's a double L in the situation. Regardless of the outcome, it still would have been an L for both of them because just everything was just thrown out there, and now the reputation is just, it's fucked now.
It's one of those things where, and I'm not even gonna try and like put anybody on blast because like I know a lot of people in this situation. Not a lot of people, I shouldn't say that, but I know some people in my life that have been in similar situations of these really toxic relationships.
You're about to say simulations.
Simulations.
It's all a simulation.
These really toxic relationships where you kind of like get petty with each other, right? You start doing stuff like, I don't know, shitting in someone's bed or suing them for $100 million for defamation. To me, they're kind of like the same thing. Now, you might not equate to that because whatever reason, but that's how I see it. I think it's all just a petty cat and mouse game of fucking just like trying to piss off the person next to you.
Thanks.
And it's wild. I mean, I wish them both the best. Yes, both of them, because I don't take sides in the situation. I think they both need some fucking help, therapy, and some love from real people and real relationships that are solidified.
Yeah.
That's what everybody needs.
I agree, bro. I definitely agree with that.
Shit is fucking wild, man. We're not gonna spend too much time on this topic because I just wanted to bring it up because that's the hot news topic that everybody's talking about this week. So we'll move on. What's popping on the blog this week though?
Man, I don't know. Last time we were gonna talk about Stranger Things and we didn't get to talk about it because you wanted to watch that before.
Yes.
We talked about it and you binge watched it, right?
So yes, I did. Where's the lighter?
Right here.
Gotcha. Huh? Yeah, so I did binge watch Stranger Things. I wasn't intending to binge watch Stranger Things, but it was just so fire that I kind of had to binge watch it.
I told you.
Are we doing spoiler full or are we doing spoiler free?
Bro, it's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
All right, so we're going spoiler full.
You're lucky that the last episodes aren't on there yet because then we would have went full spoiler, but we got a cap on episode 6. So we're good.
We're going to talk spoilers. So if you haven't seen Stranger Things yet, it's been out for about 2 weeks now, right? Yeah. About a week and a half. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to be spoiled, go away. Fuck you. Peace out. Come back in 5-6 minutes.
So, yeah, maybe 10.
Okay. This is live, so. My favorite part of Stranger Things, and this has kind of been going around the internet, was the use of music.
Yeah, same, bro.
And
it's usually been like that though with them for most of the entirety of the show. They usually always have like a song that signifies what's going on in like a certain part or like.
True.
But yeah.
But this season
though,
music was actually a part of the storyline.
Fire. Yeah.
In the sense that the whole favorite song thing, and we had that incredible scene with Max's character
Facts.
escaping. And what I really got from that scene, and this is what a lot of people are saying on the internet, was that whole scene was an allegory for depression and mental health issues, and like it's not an allegory, a metaphor. Sorry for depression and mental health issues, because the whole thing about the season that I thought was really compelled, that I wish they would have dialed up a little bit more. I don't even know how they would have did it. I mean, I know how they would have did it, but the whole season, the theme of it was that trauma is the main demon. So Vecna, he's out there killing motherfuckers and Peter Griffin in them. We're calling it the Peter Griffin now.
Yep.
But the way that he targets his victims is by targeting their trauma. So they have some type of unrepressed trauma deep down inside. Vecna finds that. It's like, yo, bro, why'd you do that, huh? Why'd you do that?
Wonder that happens.
It makes him feel vulnerable enough to where he can invade their mind and then, Peter Griffin them. So, but the way that you get out of this, apparently, or at least in Max's situation, is that if your favorite song is playing, you can escape. Right? Yeah. So they discovered Max's favorite song. It happened to be, what's her last name? Kate what?
Kate
Bush. Sorry, Kate Bush.
Yep.
Running Up That Hill,
yep.
Which is a song that I actually grew up with. Like, that was kind of, I'm kind of old. I'm fucking 38, so I was born in 1984. I heard that song as a kid, so seeing that was like, fuck, this actually hits fucking hard for me. This is a bopper. And the scene was incredible. But as I said before, like the whole aspect of emotion trauma as a demon, I thought was brilliant. Yeah. We kind of see it in other shows. But the way that they played it, especially with Max's character dealing with her brother's death, and
she was the only character that was able to like redeem herself, or like try to redeem herself by writing letters and like letting everybody know, you know what I mean? Because even he was like, oh, this isn't gonna save you just because you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just because you apologize or just because you try to come towards her, you're still gonna be minding some wild shit. So
rose above the depression. But the idea is that trauma, if you have trauma in your life, can hold you back. It can, repress you. It can keep you from your friends. It can make you see the world differently. It could put you in the upside down world, metaphorically speaking, right? And so that's what we see happen with these characters. And I just thought it was fucking brilliant. But if I gotta nitpick some things, that's what the fuck I be doing. Mm-hmm. Some of my bigger issues were issues that they couldn't avoid. One of them being the age of the cast. Although I had offered my own suggestions for that. But it gets complicated because I'm not Mr. Netflix, right? I'm not over here fucking telling you what to do. But they should have just did a time jump. They could have told the same exact story almost, and time jumped 3 years instead of the 6 months. Maybe 11 is now a junior in high school instead of a freshman. They could have did that. And we all would have accepted it for what it was. Yeah. But they did not. So these kids are looking old as fuck. They're supposed to be like 9th graders, and they're looking like grown-ass men. Will looks like William. Full on William.
Mike looks like Michael.
Mike looks like Michael. 11 looks like 11-teen.
Yeah, I get it.
They all look old as hell.
Max definitely looks like Maxie. No, I'm just kidding. Max actually doesn't look that. She kind of still looks.
It's crazy though. So I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of obsessed with Sadie Sink. I like her a lot. Like her. I did some research after I watched this season. There's a video of her rapping on stage in the play Annie, because she played Annie. She's a Broadway actress apparently. Nice. And been around for. I'm saying, like, I kind of fuck with this chick. She's only 20 years old, and I made a post.
She's 20 years old.
Yeah.
I thought she was like 15. Bro.
Right.
Holy shit.
But but if you look at the photos, because like right now the algorithm on Facebook, which is I gotta talk to Zuckerberg about this, but what Facebook loves to do is show me pretty women once I type in her name. If I type in Sadie Sink, I'm gonna get Sadie Sink pictures nonstop for the next 3 weeks. So I've been getting a lot of Sadie Sink pictures in my timeline. Girl's got goods, man. They look at me. They don't judge her by the Stranger Things, because she's supposed to look like she's 15.
Bro, she's young as fuck
and not sexual. But go look at some of her sexual pictures. You can. She's 20 years old. Girl got it, and she can rap apparently and sing. She's triple threat.
Nice.
Hey, I got
sick.
She might be. She's gonna blow. She's gonna blow. So they're talking. I mean, the memes are talking about giving her an Emmy.
Yeah,
I could see it.
it was a really good scene.
Her performance is fantastic this season.
For sure.
Another thing that bothered me though about Stranger Things this season was fucking the Hopper story. Honestly, dead ass. I feel like they jumped the shark a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little not believable.
It was just a little bit. You mean to tell me that this chick, Winona Ryder's character, got a package in the mail and went on a fucking whole ass quest, fought, survived the plane crash against a crazed person with a gun, beat up Russian soldiers to save her man. Mm-hmm. Didn't get a single fucking scratch on her in the process.
Not even nothing.
Not a bruise, not a mark on her face, no blood, no broken limbs. She survived a plane crash with not a single mark on her. Then she walked across the damn desert snow desert with no problem with a hostage.
Even the other dude, when he knocked him out, the crash would have sent dude like flying.
They shouldn't have not survived that crash.
No, but for sure the other guy would have been dead. Like the way that it crashed, the dude was knocked out in the back, right? He was laid out. Like the way gravity works, if it would have slammed and went forward, dude would have been dead. He would have been dead. So the fact that he even came out without a scratch was a little bit.
It was a little much for me.
It was a little too much.
It was a little much for me. Like I understand what they're trying to do, but also once again. This is where the show would have benefited from a time jump.
Yeah.
Because this only happened in, like, Hopper somehow befriended a fucking guard and got a message out in 6 months. In Russia? During the fucking Cold War?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a stretch. It's a big stretch.
Yeah.
I had a hard time believing that storyline. I'm saying I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the final scene where all the soldiers fought the Demogorgon in the cage. That was hard as hell. I enjoyed that scene. But everything up to that point was not believable. You mean to tell me that what's the bald-headed dude with the beard that was with Winona Ryder's character?
I forgot his name. What you're talking about?
You mean to tell me this dude just made it happen? He just made it happen.
Yeah.
She pulled up on him. Like, yo, I need to go get my man from fucking Russia. He's like, yo, I got you. I got you, and he did it. Like no. That's the only part of the season I hate. Like,
but it's like the '80s, bro.
It's the '80s though. It's the '80s though. Things were different.
We could have got a flight to Russia with no issue.
Things were different in the '80s, man. Everything was powered by cocaine in the '80s. So it's just different times. You know what I'm saying? Different vibe, different ambiance behind it. So I get that.
That's funny as fuck.
But no, it's funny because I enjoy the show, but I always try to get nitpicky with shows, especially shows of this tier. And besides those two little blips, I think the show is absolutely. I think this season was amazing. Yeah. Cinematography. My favorite thing was the cinematography and how they shot it. In the sense that I'm about to get kind of film school on you guys, but they did two things on almost every single cut: a match cut or a dialogue cut. So a dialogue cut would be like, yo, Joey, me and you about to smoke this herb, right? And then he says, smokes this herb, and then the next shot is smoke coming out at the school or some shit like that, right? So they're cutting the dialogue with intent, where they're cutting with intention.
Yeah.
The other form is a match cut. So a match cut would be like, if I held up this cracker, and the camera cuts to the moon, or this fades away to the moon. Mm-hmm. That's known as a match cut. Mm. This show was masterful in this show, in those two categories, with the way that they match cut and the way that they dialogue cut. I was watching the show like, damn, that's fire. Oh shit, okay, fire. Yeah. Okay, more fire. But also, this is Netflix's fucking darling. Like, this is like their baby. Yeah. Arguably their most important show.
No, and I think they heard the shit talking, because third season was kind of mid. The first and second season were good. The first and second season were really good. The third season, I was kind of disappointed in it. It wasn't that great, but this fourth season though is fire. I think that the fourth season, they definitely heard all the shit talking that everybody was saying, because I heard a lot of people say that the third season wasn't that good, or it didn't hit for them like the first two seasons did. You know?
Yeah, I think the third season was fine. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to sit here and remember the whole third season. Like, why were people saying that it wasn't good?
I don't know, but you had to look that shit up. I just know that a lot of people were.
I'm trying to like
complaining
go through
about-
my head like what the season was. Like I thought it was fine.
It was like, I mean, it wasn't as good as the first two seasons though. Like the storyline where they went off to that one chick and like it was a whole group of those people and like the chick can move, can like make
Oh
imagine
yeah,
shit.
was that season 3?
Yeah, that was season.
Okay,
3.
yeah, that was kind of trash.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There-
okay, yeah, that was the one part of this, the whole Stranger Things mythos that didn't make any fucking sense. To me.
Yeah, that one, and then I mean, I don't know. I think just the way that she just pulls up, you know what I mean? She's just like ready to go. It was
Well,
like, I don't know.
So another issue that I have, I talk about this on Facebook. These kids need fucking therapy, dog. I know it's the 80s, and maybe therapy is just not widely available. I get it. But these kids saw motherfuckers die in like a strange mythical underworld with demons.
Yeah, you can't just like non-disclosure.
They're
that
like
shit.
skating in the first episode. I'm saying it's like, nah, man, you need to go like go see a shrink.
Yeah.
Maybe go get that checked out. And they kind of gloss over it a little bit with the school counselor.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, and like they kind of they kind of tie it back in with the fact that these kids were seeing the counselor and they all had headaches and stuff. And that's not enough. That's what I was
but
talking
there was
about with
also-
the trauma part.
Yeah, it was also the fact that they couldn't really say anything though, like because they remember them writing things that they couldn't talk about it, and they were also saying like you can't talk about 11 either, and if like that's why when 11 got arrested and she was getting taken to the juvenile detention center, they pulled up on her and scooped her because they were like, nah, son, you can't take her because we know what's up, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So like it was like one of those situations where like they tried to contain it and like have less people know about it because like that's why they couldn't talk about all that shit to therapists like about the like demogorgons and the other side. Like it's like people would
That's a fair argument.
you'd be crazy. You sound crazy as fuck.
But at the same time, you gotta do something.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
They just let these kids twist the wind.
Yeah.
Especially Winona Ryder. She was just like, my dick is good. Hopper, my dick is over there. Kids, I'm out. I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta go
She
save my
just
man.
took off. I know. She just took off on everybody. Like
No,
one
I mean,
knows.
and you're supposed to let Will or like the oldest, what's the oldest kid's name in the show? The one that's dating Nancy,
I forgot his
whatever.
name.
And then people were talking about him too, because I don't remember the fucking name right now. And people were saying that he got sidelined this season, which I actually agree with.
Yeah.
The whole storyline that he had this season was he's not going to get into college.
Yeah, he's going to a different college than Nancy.
And then he wasn't
then he
very
just-
important in I mean, I guess he kind of saved the guy, the FBI agent. But besides that, like, he didn't really do much.
Yeah.
So he was probably the least useful character this season.
Yeah, and then they also like made Nancy and Steve like kind of like love interests again. How like when they went to the other side and he was like, dude, she didn't waste a second jumping in after you. Like it was like if that was true love, or some he said some wild shit about it being true love.
They're probably setting up some type of love triangle for the last season.
Trash.
Or the last couple episodes.
They already
But
confirmed that the 5th season is gonna be the heaviest. That it's gonna be like wild as fuck.
I think someone needs to die. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying.
I agree.
That's what I was saying before we started recording, that the scene with Max escaping the upside down world.
Yeah.
If they wanted to blow minds
Yeah.
and do something in the most memorable moment in probably TV history in recent years,
Yeah.
instead of her cutting to black and her falling to the ground, they cut to black and she gets Peter Griffin. She gets Peter fucking the Griffin up in front of the kids, traumatizing, and then she dies.
I
And
can't
then,
with
and then the credits roll. Do you know how much? You know how crazy that would be, dog. People would flip tables over that if they did that. It would be like better. It'd be crazier than the Red Wedding.
Yeah.
I bet you that they thought about that. I bet you they did.
They're like, no, we can't, because then we're gonna get so much hate.
Yeah. Nah, we can't be killing them kids. So that's the thing, though. I definitely think that some of these kids need to die, though.
Yeah, that's the same thing that what's her name said. That's what's the actress that plays 11?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, she said that she really thinks that that there's too many characters and that somebody needs to die.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
think it
like,
should be her.
Who, 11?
Yeah. And I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why now.
Though, on the real though, they kind of actually addressed this in this season, where they're like, "Oh yeah, we have this girl with superpowers, and she kind of solves all our problems for us." but we don't have it right now. And with 11's storyline this season, it was stretched out.
Yeah.
It was stretched out.
Stretched away the fuck.
That whole story that they told with 11 could be told in one episode. Absolutely. As a matter of fact,
Maybe two.
Maybe two, but I actually feel like it was probably like one episode worth of footage that they shot total, stretched out across all these episodes.
Yep.
And the reason why they did that is because that's kind of the problem with the show. Like, don't get me wrong, I love 11's character, but the whole premise of Stranger Things is like, oh, we are these goony ass kids that are nerds that play Dungeons and Dragons and no one likes us. And we go fight demons, but we really don't really fight them. We just kind of fucking let our friend with the superpowers do their thing. We just set them up. Which is why I love this season where they had the fight scene with Steve and when he falls into the thing and he gets all bit up and they had that fight scene. That scene was awesome. Because it's like one of the first times really that you see them doing shit without 11's help. I mean, there's a couple times throughout the series, but the whole show is like, oh, when's 11 gonna show up and blow him up and send him away?
Yeah, like last season when they fucking when that one Demogorgon was trying to invade the house and all of a sudden you just see her, and he just goes through the house and then it's just her walk through the door. So it's kind of like.
So it's like if season 5 really wanted to, and that the creators wanted to be like, oh yeah, Millie Bobby Brown, we need to kill somebody off. Well, fuck you, and then kill her ass off. That would be an interesting season. What are the kids gonna do without 11? I would watch the fuck out of that. Because the chances are they're all gonna die. But although this season they figured out how to at least keep Vecna away, right, with the music. But they don't know how to kill a nigga, so what they gonna do? Anyways, we talked about Stranger Things in like 20 minutes. So we'll move on. What else is popping off in the world of entertainment and gossip?
Oh, I was gonna say, did you end up watching that XXX Tentacion?
No, I didn't watch it, but what did you think about it?
I thought it was pretty good. I think it was a good story to tell. I mean, it just kind of dove deeper into like all the history of like that, you know, of like his childhood and shit like that. Basically, like he grew up pretty rough, I guess. His pops like used to beat his mom and stuff like that, and also used to like beat him if he was bad and stuff. Guess he had like bipolar disorder, and yeah, he like ended up meeting that one chick that he blew, like, you know how he got arrested and went to jail and he basically blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was because of that this chick that he had ended up like I guess abusing, and like. Yeah, it was basically like the mom basically got her to come and like tell the story of what actually happened and give her truth to the side, or truth from her side, and then yeah, she basically said like that he basically beat her and like because he was a real jealous kid, all this type of shit.
It's a movie, right?
No, it's a documentary.
So like, how long is it?
It's probably like an hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours, I think. But it's pretty long. But yeah, basically it's pretty sad, bro, because you basically see like, you know, a troubled child going through fucking, you know, whatever he went through, and you know he didn't have the chance to redeem himself and change, like, you know, to be a better person, basically. I mean, everybody takes trauma differently, you know what I mean? So this fucked up story, and then also, you know, I feel like he died too soon. There was a lot of people comparing him to like. What's it called? Malcolm X. Not like comparing him, but like they were saying like when Malcolm X was 19, he got arrested for like he has a track. Like he had a whole list of like shit that he was doing. He was like pimping and racketeering and drug charges and shit like that. So like, you know, you see this person change and be an activist, and you know he was able to grow and be something better. And
shit, I mean,
you know what I mean?
That's a lot of rappers. He reminded me. I mean, speaking of racketeering,
yeah,
Young Thug and
exactly.
Gunna.
Yeah, facts.
Recently, we didn't talk about this last week. I'm not sure why we didn't, but
because there was not a lot of shit. But now they like went to trial already twice because they were trying to get out on bond and they got denied.
Yeah, their bond got denied. Twice, so for those of you not in the loop, Young Thug, Gunna, and who else?
Bro, 28 other.
It was like
people of the whole YSL.
Basically. It's basically the whole damn label. Basically,
yeah,
got hit with RICO charges, racketeering, etc. and so forth.
Supposedly they've had like there's like they're being accused of like murders, robberies, and carjackings in the past like 15 years or some shit like that.
And the funny thing about RICO charges in hip hop is that you usually see this happen when you see rappers like a Young Thug come from a certain social economical place in life, get to another a higher tier, form a crew, then they get hit with the RICO charges. It happened with Meek Mill. It happened with fucking a bunch of people. There's a whole list of rappers who've been RICO'd.
Yep.
Go look it up. I think the only rapper who's avoided RICO on that level, I mean, there's a couple, but Jay-Z comes to mind. I'm surprised he had never, and I think, so who knows about that, right? There's a lot of theories behind that. But
yeah, exactly.
The FBI be watching rappers. Oh, you guys keep saying that you guys want to be famous, but what does that really mean? Are you guys going to really just try and do what Young Thug's doing? Because this motherfucker's out here doing some wild shit.
Facts.
And now he's... The funny thing about it is that you're seeing this Dave Chappelle fucking skit play out where his song, literally called Take It to the Trial.
Yeah, his lyrics are being used against him, for sure.
The song is called Take It to the Trial. Guess what song they're playing in the courtroom? They're playing the song Take It to the Trial in the courtroom. It's wild, bro. I just know that you gotta protect your neck out there, man. You gotta try to be famous rappers, but you don't know that means that the FBI will be watching every move that you make.
Yeah.
So, hell, they're probably watching me. I'm not even that important, but who knows? They're probably watching me because I'm black and gifted.
They like, why does this man get a whole bunch of deliveries every Tuesday?
This guy smokes a lot of weed. You gotta keep an eye on this guy. Yeah, you never know, man. You see it later. But anyways, back to the blog, QuasarCult.com. Make sure you check out QuasarCult.com for the latest stories. We also have cool merchandise. I keep saying I'm gonna buy merch. I'm going to do it. I just need time. I've been busy, but we have a bunch of cool shirts. Joey's been dropping some new designs on there, so make sure you go check those out because you might get a new hot fire. You got shorts on there now. We got dad hats. We got fucking what else we got in there?
We got just a whole bunch of new designs. We got some everything everywhere all at once designs too because we fuck with that. And
so make sure you go check that out and go cop a shirt so you can look fly as fuck this summer. And people will be asking you, dog, where'd you get that shirt from? Dog, I got from Quasar Cult. What the fuck is that? Dog, and you tell them, and then I get money from that somehow in a roundabout way. It's like 3 cents. It works out
for sure. Nah, but have you seen any new movie trailers lately? There's like Pinocchio dropped and The Man from Toronto.
The only trailer that I've watched recently that you've posted is Beavis and Butthead. Because I'm hyped.
Oh, we can talk about that too.
Because I'm fucking hyped about that.
You hype about that shit?
Mike Judge. First of all, Mike Judge don't be getting enough love. Like he's actually fucking flawless.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, Office Space, Idiocracy, Silicon Valley. Beavis and Butthead 2. Dog, he's flawless. He might be like one of the most flawless fucking showrunners and producers of our time.
I feel that.
But people don't talk about him, right? But when you think about it, dude's actually carved out like a big ass cornerstone of this generation. From Beavis and Butthead to Office Space to Idiocracy, those 3 alone are major cornerstones in society. King of the Hill too. It's crazy, man. Mike Judge is actually like fucking kind of the GOAT. Anyways, he just decided, I'm gonna fucking surprise you, motherfuckers, and just pow, Beavis and Butthead sequel, direct sequel. Apparently, a direct sequel to the first one. And apparently, they from the plot that I've read was that it's about them going to jail and they get sent to space camp as like some type of new.
But then they go through like some type of.
And then they hit a portal, and then now they're multiversing. It's basically Beavis and Butthead movie in the multiverse.
Yep.
Hey, I fucks with that. It's cool.
Beavis and Butthead in the multiverse of madness. That's what it is. Okay. That's what it's called.
What's funny about that is that like.
For sure.
I think about that franchise, Beavis and Butthead. Because they tried to bring it back. It was like 10 years ago at this point. It flopped. Super hard. I don't think it flopped. I just don't think it did as well as they were expecting it to do.
Yeah.
I think they brought it back and they were expecting it to be like this whole ass thing where people were like, oh my God, Beavis and Butthead are back. But it did like okay.
Yeah.
But it's one of those beloved franchises. I haven't thought about Beavis and Butthead in a fucking very long time. That's not something that's on my mind on a daily basis. I'm saying I'm not over here thinking about butthead. But when I saw that, like I felt like warm on the inside. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
new Beavis and Butthead, huh? Those guys are still around doing their things, basically. Which reminds me, I keep I'm kind of in ADHD mode. Have you seen Jackass 4.5?
I haven't even seen Jackass 4.
Oh, yeah, I watched that last night. That shit is crazy, dog.
Is it?
It is crazy.
Everybody keeps telling me about it too.
It's
They're like,
crazy,
they're fucking
dog.
wild as fuck, and I'm like, they're like, they don't change at all. They're still fucking crazy.
It's
as
crazy,
fuck.
dog. Like I try to think that like I'm jaded and like emotionless, and I'm not able to be entertained anymore because I'm just so pretentious. Like, oh well, actually, they should have been like that. That's how I be. But when you watch dumbass shit like Jackass, you can't help but laugh at some of this shit, dog. This shit's fucking wild. Some of this shit that I've seen these niggas do in this fucking movie. For example, just for one scene, these dudes put a fish in Steve-O's butt and then like wrapped it around his balls, and then they had a vulture come and eat the fish out of his butt.
What?
Chomping on his balls. It's wild, bro. It's crazy. He had a vulture chomping on his balls.
Oh my god.
It's nuts. It was hilarious though. It's good entertainment. It's actually that's what I'm saying though. Like
I'm trying to imagine this.
I was
That's
dying.
why I'm like
I was
staring
dying laughing
into
at
the
this
like.
scene, and I felt bad laughing. Like, man, I'm 38 years old. Why am I laughing at this shit? I don't know. It's funny as fuck. Sometimes you just need some dumb shit, and that's just me being pretentious on my pretentious shit. Cause like, you know, I'm so artsy and I do all this art shit and I make movies and I went to film school, so I'm so pretentious. But sometimes you need some fucking dumb shit.
I feel that.
And I realized that when I watched the movie last night when I was like in tears because this dude got launched off of fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny as fuck. It's a good
I
watch.
gotta watch it now.
It's a good watch. That's my recommendation of the week. Jackass 4.5.
Is it on Netflix?
It is.
Oh, nice.
It is. I think
don't
it's actually it might be exclusive to Netflix.
Really?
I think so. I think it might be like a Netflix thing. Like a deal. Anyways, what's popping in the bottom? Who's the popping artist of the week though?
Bro.
He said
Huh?
me.
Us?
Fucking artist dog.
I'm
I'm the popping artist.
just kidding. You know what's popping right now? Let's give a shout out to Dropout Kings because they're fucking going on a whole fucking
We gotta talk about this. Yeah.
fuck,
Let's talk about
fucking
this.
Lil Xan. God damn it! They're basically Lil Xan is blaming Dropout Kings' manager for not making accommodations for the tour. So Lil Xan dropped out, and now Dropout Kings are just launching a whole new tour. Hopefully, I think
It's
right?
official.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's official.
Yeah, I
Fuck
think they
Lil
got a
Xan
lot
tour.
to- yeah.
A Fuck Lil Xan tour. So that's literally been covered by like TMZ. Fucking I don't know what else were the ones that I've been seeing, but I know that there's been like a couple that Adam shared, and yeah, fucking wild as fuck, bro. I hope that they fucking sell out and do a way better tour. 'Cause
I hope they sell out.
for sure,
I kind of wish they didn't call it the Fuck Little Xan tour.
facts.
Just because you're forcing the promoters to take sides. That's my only negative note about it. Otherwise, you know, I think that it's a beautiful situation for Dropout Kings in
Facts.
terms of like the promotion, like dudes on TMZ.
Yeah.
All kinds like they've been getting a major signal boost. Lil Xan's been talking about it. They'll probably drop a diss track. They got shooters on the team though, so you know, I know Eddie Wells can fucking spit. So and it's crazy to think about. But I think about that one aspect of it where it's like I really wish you guys didn't call it the Fuck Lil Xan tour because any promoter that signs on to that is basically signing on to that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, yes, they did cancel on him, or Lil Xan did cancel on him. But rappers be canceling. That's what rappers be doing. Like,
Well, apparently the reason why he canceled was because there was lack of sales. So
and accommodations, according to
accommodations according to
apparently their manager, Dropout King's manager, did not handle the accommodations. Shout out to Larry Land. I know you be handling shit, so I know those accommodations were handled.
yeah, or they would have been if if they were supposed to be.
So, but that whole situation is wild. I think that it's beneficial to all the people involved that are still on the tour, though, because, like I said, the signal boost is crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, I would be dropping another album or some shit. I'm saying, or Lucy, off of the hype, but that's just me.
Yep.
But congratulations to their success. I have Adam on one of my songs on the Bond soundtrack. The Bond is out now. Go cop it. TheBondMovie.com. It's fucking out. But it's also coming out on other streaming sites later this summer. I don't want to say any dates. I know I said 4th of July weekend on that post and y'all got hype. But I'm actually not even sure that's going to happen or not. We'll see. They have to approve the movie first. So, but right now, Don't be shaking your head. Right now, as of right now, it's coming out July that weekend, but it might not. So don't expect it to.
Drop it on my birthday, bro. That'd be fire.
When's your birthday?
July 13th.
The movie's coming out July 13th.
Let's go.
But it also might not.
It also might not.
So just be ready for that. So whatever happens, you just roll with, and you just believe that it's meant to be.
Sometimes
But if you want to watch it right now, if you can't wait because you're just so horny for my movie, go to thebondmovie.com. It's available. We're going to expand the merch store a little bit, add some more posters. I got some more posters I've been designing and other shit like that. I'm still writing a novelization. It turns out that when you turn a movie into a book, it takes a long fucking time. Didn't know that. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's coming out. I'm working on that, and that's going to be out here later this summer. So if you like to read movies instead of watch movies, cop the book. It'll be available on Amazon. Anyways, after that ad, what else is popping on the blog? Or what's popping in life? What's going on?
Popping in life? Nothing.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, bro.
That's good.
I just need to get shit. We just need to get shit popping. That's all we need. It's just to keep dropping more shit.
Shit is popping.
And more content. Yep. But popping. But now, what about you? How's everything with you?
Doing all right. Okay.
Oh, also, what's it called? I forgot to mention this shit, but Jada Pinkett Smith addressed the Oscar slap. Did you hear about that?
I saw the caption on the video, and I kept scrolling. Because whatever the fuck she says is gonna be dumb as hell. What did she say?
She said some. I don't have
It
to
was
watch
dumb
the
as fuck.
video.
I don't even know what she said. I bet she was dumb as hell. It was probably something like, "Oh, peace and love for all." It probably was some spiritual.
Yeah, it said that these two need to come together and talk about
it's
this.
bullshit.
She said these two need to come together and talk about this so that because we need it more than ever during this time. And she also brought on she brought on a guest with alopecia, or something about a guest that talked about alopecia, and then that I guess that there was another person that committed suicide because of it. So they're trying to bring awareness about it, and then she said that shit.
Sure, but it's like,
so,
I feel like she basically just gave the corporate Black Lives Matter answer when shit goes down and a company needs to say something. We all need to come together to find peace in these times. That type of answer. Yeah, that's basically what she did. Yeah. What she should have did is came out and been like, "Fuck Chris Rock." Should have said shit. Me and my alopecia game about to pull up. Yeah. You'll play. That was just a warning shot. What?
Yeah, I was expecting you to say something. I thought you were gonna say something fucking awesome. I thought you were about to drop some gems, bro. Literally, I thought you were about to drop some gems and give a whole inspirational speech.
Straight thuggery. She used to date Tupac. She should have been like, "Yo, I'm about to ride on you. If I catch you in these streets." And you lacking in these streets.
She should have came out like, guess what? Comedy is dead. Comedy is dead. It's done. We're pulling up on you the next time you make these jokes.
Right? That would have been hard as hell. I actually would have liked Jada Pinkett more if she did that. And she was like, apologize. Y'all two niggas need to scrap in the backyard. Pull up. Dang.
Fight Club. What happens in Fight Club? Guess what? First rule of Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club.
Is Chris Rock married?
I don't know. Is he?
Family versus family.
Damn.
Like, yo, the Smiths versus anybody. Smiths versus the world. Smiths versus everybody. Let's go. Let's go.
Damn.
Yeah, see, that's how I would have worked. But she came off she went corporate.
And
it took her like 2 months to fucking go corporate.
Fuck.
Nah, she should have did a whole ass challenge. Like, yo, Chris Rock meet me at the top of the Empire State Building type shit.
At 8:00 sharp.
At
12 p.m. At 12 a.m. I bought it on Jada Pinkett Smith.
Nah, it's funny because just with that whole situation, I think that first of all, they're saying that Will Smith is getting roles now again. I think they confirmed that he's doing a couple movies now.
Yeah, Bad Boys 4 is still going.
It is really weird. Like, the more you think about it in hindsight, I almost feel like it was staged. And I think that the real story will probably never really come out unless one of these dudes write their memoirs. Will Smith already dropped his, so we're not going to get another one from him. But maybe in Chris Rock's memoir, he talks about it. But to me, if I analyze the situation, I almost feel like that was a bit. And it was a bit that went wrong. And it went wrong because Will Smith got triggered. Why did he get triggered? Maybe because of Jada. Right? I definitely think that the joke was supposed to be intended. I think the reaction to it was supposed to be intended. I think that Will Smith walking up and slapping him, quote unquote, was intended. But I think he slapped him too hard. Right? Or he was supposed to do like a little like, aha, the chin type of thing. Type of deal. I think that's how it's supposed to be. And then like, for some reason, he's like, no, fuck that. Smack. But I really do think that all that was supposed to be a joke. Like written into the fucking sketch. And we'll never know. And my proof of this, not my proof, but my evidence of this, to this day, despite this being a highly televised event with 5 fucking cameras there, we've only seen this event from one camera angle.
Yeah.
They've never released the other camera angles. Why does that matter, Jaron? I tell you why. Because if you can see the other camera angles, you can see the nuances in their body language. Like him leaning in, like you see in the meme and all that shit. You can't see that from that angle like that. So people are making assumptions. But if you can see from their camera angle, him leaning in, you'll be like, that thing leaning in.
Yeah.
It's all movie magic.
Yeah.
And that's something I think about probably more than I should. In the sense that, like, how come they haven't released the other camera angles to that? I know how broadcasting works. They have all that shit ready to go.
Yeah.
Right? You got those camera angles, bro. I want to see them. Will Smith, Chris Rock conspiracy. I won't stop until I get the answers.
Yeah.
I actually don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Trying to pad time here. What else we got in the block? What are we doing time-wise? 43 minutes.
43 minutes?
We'll give you 15 more minutes of love and juiciness. Go check out the Quasar Qult blog at quasarcult.com. I'm going to say this like every other time, every other topic segment, so you know. We're working on gearing up our channel to do more shit. And when I say more shit, I mean like news blips, skits, short films.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we start doing like Jubilee and cut style videos. We bring people in here and start asking them questions and stuff like that. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be tight.
We have a lot of stuff in the works for the Quasar Cult. We're trying to be the next Complex. What does that mean? I mean that we're going to be everywhere. I'm going to have a show where we feed motherfuckers different mushrooms, like hot wings, but it's like hot shrooms or something like that. And they feed you like 5 different types of shrooms. I'm just making this up on the fly. But that would be awesome, right? You would watch the hell out of that. You got these penis envies over here. It always be like, there's only like, what, 20 different...
Speaking of trippy, have you seen the new fucking Winnie the Pooh and remake that they're doing? The Blood and Honey?
What is that shit about?
Bro, it's a whole remake that they're doing for...
Well, I know what that shit's about, but what the fuck is that shit about?
It's what... I have to, like, go into the whole thing, but, like, it's basically a reimagining if Winnie the Pooh was, like, a killer and, like, out here eating motherfuckers and killing people.
So...
And, like, all the characters, I think, are still in there. But, let me see. Let me read this.
Fun fact. About to get fun facts here. Winnie the Pooh is actually in public domain. Now, you're probably wondering, Jaron, what is public domain? Well, what public domain means is that there is no copyright on this material. This means that anybody can take the original source material written by the original writer and reinterpret it any way they want to. This is exactly what Disney did with a shit ton of fucking stuff, including, I think, Snow White, Winnie the Pooh, Pinocchio, Aladdin. All that shit was public domain, and they made their own versions of it and copyrighted those, and now they like have their own particular version of that. But that's what we're seeing with this, where somebody is taking the original Winnie the Pooh story and making their own version of it to do that.
Basically, it says here the storyline is it follows Pooh and Piglet as they go on a rampage after Christopher Robin abandons them. And it says horror taglines, a horror retelling of the famous legend of the Winnie the Pooh. So that's what this shit is about. But it's like a slasher film. Yeah, Pooh and Piglet go on a rampage.
I guess my point is that if you got a fucked up mind, or not even a fucked up mind, or just a creative mind, you can take any of these stories in the public domain and turn them into whatever the fuck you want. Robin Hood
Robin Hood, yeah.
is in public domain. This is why you see Robin Hood movies every couple of years. This is because people take Robin Hood and misinterpret it, reinterpret it in their own way. But you can take Robin Hood and put that nigga in space. Do Robin Hood in space if you wanted to. No one can stop you from doing that. But you can't take, huh?
Don't you have a Robin Hood story?
I do have a Robin Hood, but the first script I ever wrote was a Robin Hood inspired story. It's called Hood. It's about dudes in the hood robbing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Fire.
They're parkour runners.
Give us money.
That was the original concept.
Give us money so we can make them.
The original concept was that they were parkour runners. Like, say the merry men or whatever. They would run across buildings and rob from the rich, and then they would give it to the homeless people. The version that I ended up writing is not that, actually. It's a superhero origin story that's actually attached to the Bond. I said too much.
Yeah.
I said too much.
Stop, John.
Fuck. All right. Anyways.
We're ending this podcast now. Said too much.
I did. But what else is on the blog?
What else is on the blog? There's not much that we posted since then, bro. I think we did a pretty quick episode.
Tight.
I like that Brandy disc that you dropped for Jack Harlow though. That shit was pretty fire. People who don't know Brandy is, bro. People don't know who Brandy is. I asked a couple people and they were like, who?
Brandy hasn't dropped the album in like a decade though.
I know she hasn't.
That's the thing, but she did do that TV show with Eve and a few other old chicks.
Well, they were saying that originally Brandy used to go under a different name and she was actually gonna be a rapper until she
like B Swell or some shit like that.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Nah, she did that cipher, the BET cipher. That was with her, Erykah Badu, Tiana Taylor.
Oh, I forgot.
And I forgot who else is in there. But that was the first time. That was like 2 years ago. And that was the first time that I saw Brandy rap. I didn't know that she could fucking rap. Now she's out here dissing Jack Harlow because Jack Harlow didn't know who she was. But Jack Harlow is a white kid from Oklahoma, right?
Where's he from? No, he's apparently he's
from the middle.
From the internet, according to the internet, bro, he's Adonis from the future coming back to save Drake's life from some type of wild event.
Like so he's Trunks, basically.
Basically, he's basically Trunks.
Where is Jack Harlow from? Yeah. Where is Jack Harlow from? My phone won't tell me. It's like, guess, bitch. The fuck you want me to do?
Guess. I'm not fucking...
Got time for this shit? Ask me questions about Jack Harlow? Ugh. Gross. He's from Kentucky. So...
Damn, he's 6'3".
Is he 6'3"?
6'3", bro. Tall as fuck.
He looks short. That just might be the cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. He's taller than me. I was not expecting that.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You know who's the hot rapper on the Quasar Qult?
I'm just thinking about how Jack Harlow might be able to beat me up now. Just stop talking shit about him. He's 6'3". He has an inch on me. I didn't know this. The fuck? It changes everything.
It changes everything. Stop it, bro. You know who the hot artist is?
I can beat him up. Yeah, that was good. Dang. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'll bust you up, son.
Bro, what? So I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Logic retire?
He
what the fuck is going on there?
I think that was just like
he was capping, huh?
That was the bullshit. All rappers fake retire.
Apparently all
Have you fake retired yet? You gotta fake retire.
There's a few people that are already fake retired.
You gotta tell all your fans that you're done.
You gotta tell them you're done.
And then drop a video.
And then you gotta tell your fans you're done and then throw a show.
I think the first rapper to do that was Jay-Z. He like kind of changed the game on that.
Didn't he? He said he was gonna retire and then he dropped like 8 more albums, huh?
Well, the Black Album, right? It was supposed to be his last album.
I don't know.
He was like, yo, the Black Album, my last album, bro, buy it. And then we all did. And it was fire. Like, oh, this is great. What a great way to leave. And then 4 years later, he's like, here's Kingdom Come. And we're like, what the fuck is this, Jay-Z? The hell is your problem? No.
Why are you dropping more music?
You like Kingdom Come. But most people don't. I think it's because he kind of, that was when Jay-Z started doing weird shit with his albums. Oh, yeah, he's like, I cheated and sold 1 million copies to Sprint. What? And then if you
that was 444.
Yeah, I'm jumping around.
Oh,
the Kingdom Come, he had to deal with Budweiser, where Budweiser sponsored his "Show Me What You Got" song.
Yeah.
And then the album after that, Magna Carta Holy Grail, was that the album that he pre-sold on Samsung?
Oh, I think so. I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Where it was like, oh, Samsung bought 1 million copies. I'm platinum.
Yeah. If you have a Samsung phone, you get a copy.
That's cheating, bro.
Yeah.
Or how do you know they even bought them? How does that even work? They give you $1 million and say, give me 1 million digital copies? Doesn't make any fucking sense. I hate the industry sometimes because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Yeah.
But he's platinum. And he's been doing that every time. I think this is actually part of the reason why he hasn't dropped another album. Because he hasn't made that deal yet. Jay-Z can't not go platinum.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
If
Jay-Z just dropped without all the bullshit, he would not even sell 100,000. That's a bold statement.
Did you see that?
I recant.
Did you see that Kendrick had like the biggest drop in history or something like that with his song "We Cry Together"? It was like on like
So the "We Cry Together" song dropped 81 slots.
Yeah, 81 slots.
That song had no replay value.
Yeah, it didn't. It would be. It's like a good. It would have been good if he had dropped the video for it first, kind of like how Joyner Lucas drops a song with the video and the video's fire as fuck, but you can't listen to the song by itself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's that Yeah Gotten Crazy song. In a nutshell,
bro. That's all of his songs.
I fucking hate that song. The video's
song.
fire though.
Yeah.
No, you gotta be thinking about the album that Jay-Z did with Beyonce.
I don't remember. Pink Lemonade.
The Carters.
Oh, the Carter. I don't even know.
The album's actually pretty good, but I'm trying to prove a point here. That album, talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
That album, first week, did, this might take a second, 123,000 copies first week. Jay-Z and Beyonce, two of the biggest stars of all time.
That's wild.
This is why Jay-Z be selling his albums before fucking they come out.
Yeah.
Because he will not sell more than... I was even surprised to see that. He will not sell more than 200,000 copies. If Jay-Z dropped that surprise drop an album right now with no bullshit attached, no companies buying it, he would not do more at the absolute most than 300,000 copies. The only way that he would even push past that, he would have to have a crazy single.
Who's the only one who does that right now? Drake?
Who does more than 300,000 on the drop? I mean, Kendrick did 400,000.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he did.
He's like the top seller right now, I think, this year.
But Drake too, isn't he? Did Drake sell a lot too?
His last album?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake be cheating though, man. He always be finding ways to fucking cheat the game. So basically, like, even with I learned this from Drake. And I think he did this with Hotline Bling. Where basically you could take a song and you can move the ISRC code over to your album and it counts towards the album sales. Mm-hmm. So if you have a fucking single that's doing crazy numbers and you transfer that ISRC over to your album, then your album will also have crazy numbers. There's an equivalency ratio. I think it's like 1 to 10, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But still, if you do like billions of streams on Hotline Bling and you put that on your album's gonna pretty much come out platinum or close to it, or at least gold out the gate.
Yeah.
Like before it drops. It's cheat code. If you're Drake, you can sit there and fucking just make a bunch of singles. And this is basically what happened before he dropped the dumbass album with the girls on it. He was trying to find a single because his last massive single was the God one, God's Plan.
God's Plan.
And God's Plan is diamond. 10 million motherfuckers, I guess it might be 11 million people at this point have downloaded or streaming equivalent this song. It's the most successful single of his career. Mm. So now he has to fish around and hope he can strike lightning in the bottle again to surpass that.
It's funny because I hate that song.
I hate that song too, but it's catchy. We know the words.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I just know that it goes God's Plan.
I'm going to test you.
God's Plan.
You just sang half the song right there.
No.
You sang half the song right there.
I don't know.
50% of the words in God's Plan is those words.
I just know the flow. I don't know.
That's a YouTube video right there. We go to the streets and be like, sing the lyrics of God's Plan. I'll give you $50. You can nail it.
They gotta go. God's plan. God's plan.
And then no, I don't know the words.
Straight up.
No, it was funny
funny as
because
well.
I told my wife. I keep calling her my girlfriend. I'm married. Man, I'm flexing the ring.
He's married, y'all.
I'm married, y'all. I told my wife that I knew all the lyrics to Sicko Mode, and she looked at me. She's like, "Are you fucking serious? You don't know the lyrics to Sicko Mode? Stupid." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I know all the lyrics to Sicko Mode." So she put Sicko Mode on. I do not know the lyrics to the song. I thought I knew all the lyrics. I don't even know an eighth of these lyrics.
That's funny.
Especially Travis. I don't know shit on Travis. Try to rap Travis Scott. Name a Travis Scott bar from Sicko Mode.
Nike boys are jumping up in the roof. I don't know.
Exactly. I was like, you think you know it because you've heard it so many times. But it's like, I could rap fucking Sicko Mode. Fuck yeah. And I was confident as fuck too. Like, I know all the words of Sicko Mode. I listen to this song like every day.
I just know the part from Drake.
You know Drake's part.
I just know
And I
Drake's
killed Drake's part.
Killed Drake.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how you already know. I've heard of that part. I believe that part. But then as soon as Travis Scott came out, I was like, doom, 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 doom. Way too lights up in the coop. Dancing. I know the flow, but I don't know what the fuck he's saying. The fuck is he saying that song? That song doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's just for you. It's just for you to fall into the trance, bro. That's it. It's funny as fuck.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'll take all my exes and put them in a group. That's a bar. Yeah, the exes in the group part. I know that part. Actually, I had to recall the visual in the video to remember that line because it has like singers and shit. Anyways, we're at the 1 hour mark. I think this is a good place to end this episode. We made it. We made it. I haven't even posted the last one yet because I've been so fucking busy. I'm gonna do that right now. And this one will actually probably come up tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
But with all that said, thanks for watching the Quasar Qult podcast. Thanks to our sponsors, Yam Yam, for the fire ass cheetah piss. Hit them up somehow. It's funny that we sponsored this company and you can't even like really access them. It's kind of just a flex, really.
Yeah.
We're sponsored by Yam Yams. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fix that, Tyrone. I don't even know. I just had to say his name.
We need to open up. We need to open up for some new customers. If you wanna join Yam Yams, hit us up, and we'll see if we can get you in there. So
We will put you through the initiation process of joining Yam Yams.
yes,
It's
if
5 steps.
If you're in Arizona,
There's a 5-step process to joining Yam Yams.
step 1.
And we're totally making this up as we go along. But it's like a hazing.
Yep.
We'll haze you in.
Yep. Step
And,
1, you hit us up.
Yeah.
Step
We'll figure it
2,
out.
we hit them up. Step 3, they confirm. If they don't confirm, then we're just stuck at step 2.
Step
But
two.
if not, if they confirm, then we send them to you, and then you send them their information, and then they add you to the group, and that's step 5. Because they add you to the group, and then. But unfortunately, they have limited slots, so hit us up, and maybe we can try to get you in. Because again, flex. We're sponsored by Yam Yams.
Yep. On that note, we will see you all later. Shout out to all the Quazonians out there.
Yep.
Much love. We out.
We out here.
Peace.
Gotta play the music.